Today's episode of the Just Keep Swimming podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an online audiobook and podcast service offering over 10,000 books and the ability to listen to your favorite podcasts, including the Just Keep Swimming podcast. I personally use Audible all the time and suggest you take a listen to Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. In this book, Mr. Maxwell shares his story on how he was able to live a noble and purposeful life and gives you tips and tricks so you can do the same. So please start your 30-day free trial now at www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast, all lowercase. Again, that is www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast. And if you have any more questions or concerns for the Just Keep Swimming podcast, you're always welcome to reach out to us on Facebook or at Instagram at justkeepswimming_podcast, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. And with that out the way, let's dive into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. It's your friend, your boy, your host, Mr. Adrian Jackson, and we back at it again with another great episode for you. And you already know who's with me. It's the man, the myth, the legend. It's Mr. 1-3, dropping hot beats for the city. Just want to say thank you to everybody who's been rocking with us still. I know we've been not giving the best quality of episodes, definitely with so much stuff happening over the last few months, whole bunch of different schedule changes and trying to get adjusted to the path that we're on now. But things are going to the brighter light, and we're looking forward to the future. So please keep rocking with us, and we have some great stuff coming for you soon. So with that being said, for today's episode, I want to title it Know Thyself. So I think that, a lot of times we fight the person that we are, trying to be somebody that other people expect us to be. And I think that right there is something that, holds us back and keeps us in a place that we don't feel the full gratitude or the full happiness that we should feel while being alive. And I think that is something that we should all really start to focus on. So when I say that, I'm just going to give my little example and then go from there. So this weekend I had my auntie in town, and it was my uncle's birthday. And, the family was trying to get together to celebrate my uncle's birthday. And we were supposed to hang out late Saturday night at my cousin's house. But I already had previous plans that I planned a month ahead of time, guaranteed. So I didn't want to break my plans because I knew how it felt if I didn't keep my commitment to my girlfriend and didn't, go to the event like I said that we would. So, I did that. And after the event, I was tired because I had a long day. I had football in the morning and some more stuff. And I was sitting here contemplating on, should I still go to my cousin's house or should I just head home and relax? Because as of right now, I don't have the true energy to give the love and truly experience the experience that I'm meant to feel when I'm over there hanging out with them, or for the purpose that I was going over there for, So I really had a battle with myself in my head. Definitely while at the event, the whole idea of I can't just go home after this, I need to do something else after this, was really giving me anxiety and not having me in the best mood. So I really had to sit down. I talked with Jess and, just to clear my mind. And I had to make the best decision for myself, which was, hey fam, I love y'all, but I'm not going to be able to make it today because I'm tapped. I need some rest right now. And after I made that decision and sent the text message out saying I wouldn't make it, I felt this peace come over me, pretty much saying, like, it was like my body telling myself you made the right choice. It was like my spirit telling myself you made the right choice. And I think that right there was a better feeling that I could have gotten if I would have forced myself to go somewhere where, not to say I didn't want to be there, but I just didn't have the energy or the true mindset to really be there and be receptive and be loving as I should have been, or as I wanted to be, And this is something that for sure has been taunting me for my life, because there's a lot of things in the world that I do that, yes, I know I'm doing it to be a good person, but at the same time, if I don't have the correct heart at the time that the thing is happening, I don't get the experience that I'm being a good person. I'm just irritated and I'm just mad, and I don't get to truly experience what I'm doing right now. Definitely if I'm serving another, you can't really serve another with an evil heart. Like, that doesn't work. Like, it's more of a I'm doing this to get out the way so you don't say nothing type of mindset than I'm doing this for myself because I want to help you, and if I help you, I help myself. And I think that is something that a lot of us do on a daily basis. We do a lot of things that we feel that we have to do because we're this person, we're that person. And I can understand truly responsibilities. I'm not knocking responsibilities. I understand we're parents, people got nieces, nephews. I work in a job where I need to assist kids all day, and almost both to my jobs, football and in the schools. But at the same time, I still need to do what's best for myself, or I can't really truly help these kids out the way I need to help them, because if I'm not in a good mindset, it's not going to work. Another example is, sometimes I'm in my office and some kids want to come just hang out and talk because they're student age, they have nothing to do with their time. And it's like, cool, I appreciate it. It makes me feel like the cool guy, but at the same time, this ain't best for me right now. For me right now, I need to focus on this paperwork. I need to focus on getting these documents submitted. I need to focus on sending these emails out. I love you guys. I want to talk to you. I want to help you out. But as of right now, I don't have the time nor the energy to truly focus on your conversation and get my work done. Because after the end of the day, when this bell rings, you go off to your next class and you keep going. But now I have to sit back and play catch up. And, maybe that's not the best. So recently I kind of been telling people, like, yes, you can come hang out with me and chat, but at some point, I'm gonna have to tell you, all right, well, you got to go, bro, because I need to do some work, or, come talk to me later. Come talk to me like in another 30 minutes or so. I got to do some stuff, and I have to do what's best for myself in the moment. And I think that right there is just something that's really powerful and hard to do. Definitely, like you said, in this world that we're in, where people have these assumptions for you, this is what it is to be a good brother. This is what it is to be a good son. This is what it is to be a good coworker. This is what it is to be a good this, that, or the third. And, we try to do things so we can, fit what the people see in us. We try to put ourselves in what they see instead of putting ourselves where we see ourselves. And I think that right there is really deep. It's kind of like the child that says, oh, I'm going to become a doctor. So they go to school and they do all this stuff to become a doctor, but they truly don't care to be a doctor or not. They rather be a singer, but their parents are telling them you have to be a doctor. And now they're, going to all this schooling and stuff just to impress their parents or to fill this gap that their parents believe that they need to fill. And at the end of the day, all it's doing is harming this person and not making them get on the path that they should be on, that they're meant to be on, because they're trying to get on this path that other people believe they should be on. And you trying to get on a path that others believe you should be on, all that's going to do is harm you and set you back. Because my mindset is, and this is one of my ultimate mindsets, definitely from the last night situation I explained earlier, is what is unconditional love? Unconditional love should be love no matter the condition. There is no condition to determine what I do to love you or not. Unconditional love is I'm loving you no matter what. Even though you may have hurt my feelings, even though you say you're going to do something you didn't, even though you say you're going to be somewhere you weren't, I'm still loving you because I love who you are and I understand where you're coming from. And I think that's the second part of unconditional love, is understanding. If you can't understand, you can't love. And if you can't love, then it's going to be so hard for you to understand. So you have to have both of those going at the same time to truly make unconditional love happen the way we do. And I had the mindset of, if my family truly loves me unconditionally with the thought that I believe they do, then me not showing up is not going to hurt anything at all. Like, yes, it may make some people a little salty because they may want to see my face. And, on the flip side, yes, I was a little bit salty because I wanted to see their faces as well. But I knew that the way I was feeling at the moment, me knowing myself at the moment, at the time, I knew it wasn't best for me. So that's what made me help me make the decision of what was best for me at this moment, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna love my cousins no matter what. Even though no matter what we go through, I'm still gonna love them because I love them unconditionally. And it's kind of interesting because on my little free TV channel, we have the intervention show going. And, it's really interesting watching these people, they're addicted to drugs, they're addicted to alcohol, they're addicted to freaking video games and throwing up, they're addicted to all different type of stuff. And it's like, the intervention would never happen if the family didn't have unconditional love for this person, and that unconditional love really helped these people decide to do what's best for them so they can get to the next level, because the family realizes that the drugs aren't good for them, and usually the person that's in their intervention knows that this isn't good for me either, I'm just stuck here, and they don't feel that they're loved. They don't feel that the people are going to love them for them because of past actions, past mistakes, past situations. But once the actual sit down happens and everybody sits down and they start reading the letter, it starts to show how much love is actually in the room for that person. And usually it's kind of shocking for the person to see how much love is actually there that they didn't realize was there, because it'd be people that you wouldn't even think could be at the intervention. It's a coworker. You'd be like, Johnny, I didn't think you'll be here, but Johnny's there because Johnny loves you unconditionally. He wants to see you get better. Even though he hates when you're using and you're messing up the job and make things flow, or you don't keep your commitments, they still love you unconditionally. They still want to help you and see you do better. And then it's always sad because the extreme to the intervention is, I need you to change or I'm gonna have to disappear and do what's best, because the parents at the end of the day, or the people that are trying to help the person that person that's addicted, that needs to help, they have to do what's best for themselves. So they're like, we're here, I'm going to say what I have to say. I'm going to pray you make the right decision so you can help yourself and help the family. But if you don't make this decision, I have to do what's best for myself and step away from you and your situation, because your situation is only hurting me. Me trying to be this unconditional love brother is only hurting me because you're not caring to do that. You're not caring to change anything or to even show your appreciation for this. So this is what makes me say that either you go and make the change or I'm gonna step away. And yes, that right there is a pretty extreme example of doing what's best for yourself. But at the same time, you have to do what's best for yourself, even that is cut somebody off and step away, because you trying to fill that void, or you trying to play this role, or you trying to be this person is only going to hinder you and hold you back. So, pretty interesting topic today. I kind of think that, it really does work both ways, and I think they really do go together. The idea of doing what's best for yourself and having unconditional love for yourself and others, I think they're all hand in hand, because if you truly do love yourself, it'll make it easier to love others. And if you don't really love yourself and you're not doing the best for yourself, it's gonna make it hard to love, because you always gonna have this feeling that something's not right, this isn't the best, this ain't how it's supposed to be, and a change needs to be made, and maybe we do need to make that change. So my suggestion for this week for everybody is to really let's start doing what's best for ourselves, no matter what it may be. And it can go in both ways. Maybe you sitting on the couch thinking that I'm relaxing, doing the best for myself, but you got this urge that you need to get up and clean. Follow that urge and follow that urge, because that urge is part of what's best for yourself at this time. At the same time, if there's something that you want to do, but it's not an obligation, and the obligation is starting to feel like or the want is starting to feel like an obligation and a have to, and you really feel like you're about to force yourself to do something that you really don't care for, don't want to do, or something that's not going to hinder you, maybe you shouldn't do it, because all you're going to do is force yourself to do it, and you're not going to have a nice heart while doing it. Because if you don't have the nice heart while giving, while being with your family, your friends, or just giving the love you're supposed to give, it's not going to feel good. It's not going to feel the best. It's going to feel saltier, and all you're going to do is be upset with yourself because you force yourself to do something when you're not in the mood to do something. So I hope this message stuck with you guys today. I hope to help out. I hope it makes sense. If you guys have any questions for me, please reach out to us. You already have the email. You already know our social media, so just reach out and continue to rock with us. Thank you guys all so much for continuing to listen. I pray that everything goes well for everybody and their families, and we all stay on this amazing path and continue to just keep swimming, because the days are getting better. No need to fall for these traps that things are getting worse. Everything's getting better. So let's just focus on the positive. Let's continue to be loving. Let's continue to be happy, and let's continue on this amazing path that we're on. So thank you guys all so much for listening today. I hope you have a great day, a marvelous afternoon, a splendid evening, and remember to just keep swimming.